All right, all right, all right. What is up, everybody? It is another episode number 28 of the Giveaway Show with yours truly, Carl's Collects Comics. Hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Good to see you tonight. Glad that you're here. Got some cool giveaways that we're going to do. The two giveaways for tonight is I hope you're a Thor fan because they got Thor #1, the Art Germ variant right here. This is not the Virgin, but it is the Art Germ with the trade dress. And then I've got a cool 2-book set that I'm going to give away. This is Cloaked #1 from Dark Horse Comics, both covers. And this will be our second giveaway of the night. Cool, very dark, gritty story. I think that's the way a lot of superheroes are. We're going to touch on some of those superhero shows, the darkest and the grittiest of them, when we talk about our schedule tonight, our subject tonight, which is shows versus movies. Why certain ones should be shows and why certain ones end up as films. Just a reminder also, I'm going to shoot the little video, the entry video, and have it go live on the channel tonight. This book here is no longer my book. This slab, 9.8 CGC, white pages, signature series, signed by David Sanchez. This Virgin variant for Something is Killing the Children #15 is no longer my book. It is in my hands, but it's going out to one of the subscribers because we broke 850. Now we're zooming right past 880. We're on our road to 1,000 when we'll do some really big giveaways. But this book, really slick cover. It's one of my favorites from all the variants that have gone live. But this book, among others, is going to be given away on next week's episode of the Giveaway Show. So make sure that you keep an eye on the channel because the way to enter to win is that you have to be a subscriber. You have to follow the instructions in the video, and that video will go live a little bit later on tonight. I got to shoot it and cut it and get it out there. But hey, let's get things go. Oh, also one more quick reminder. We do have multiple shows here on Carl's Collects Comics. I've got Monday Halls Live at Mondays at 10 p.m. when MT and I will go on and MT gives doctoral level dissertations on some of your favorite comic characters. Then we've got the Giveaway Show, which is what you're watching right now, 10 p.m. Central on Wednesdays, where me and Paul chop it up. And we'll have additional guests and other folks hang out with us. And then the Friday features on Fridays. Most Fridays, there will be new videos that go live. This could be anything like convention coverage, which was from the past couple weeks, to top 10 list for your favorite comic character and my recommendations for the comics you should be picking up right now. I've got plenty more coming down the pipe. Some of my recent ones were favorite characters like White Tiger, Nightwing, Nova, and many, many others. So make sure you check the playlist for the top 10 lists on the channel. So, hey, glad that you guys are all here right now. Let me go ahead and bring out the man that you really came to see. This is the guy that you came to see. It was rumored that this individual had been terminated of his responsibilities here on the show, but that is greatly exaggerated. Here he is, Mr. Paul Comics.
All right, I am here. I just want to say thank you all to the people that signed the petition to bring me back. I was fired, but the outrage and the outpour of loving from everybody. I mean, I just want to thank y'all. You know, I appreciate everybody here, and
It was a change.org petition. And apparently it got at least 7 signatures, which shocked all of us here behind the scenes. But he had at least 7 people sign it.
So I said, well, they were outraged. People were outraged. They wanted me back. Like, I'm back.
They said, we just can't do the show without him. All the fans, the 10s and 5s of fans they just can't handle it if Paul's not on the show.
My fans.
There you go. Hey, so what's up, Comic Tracks? Good to see you.
Comic Tracks was
first. Jonathan Dodson, what's up? It's good to see you tonight. Joffrey Castro, man, what is up? Good to have you with us tonight. I think I've got some So I finally met up with Paul, and I've got a what's up, Mike Lofton? I know it's just not the same. That's what I've been schooled. It was just not the same without Paul. He organized a one person strike in his pink room
Hey,
last week.
Mike Lofton, man, your signature help, man. I was fired. You got me back, buddy. Thank you, sir.
Mike Lofton was like, of all the petitions on change.org, this is the one I'm going to sign.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Mike Lofton? Did you get him? I think I think I think Carlos has technical difficulties. Oh, there he is. He's back.
There he is. Yeah, I was
Don't
froze.
mess with Mike Lofton, man. He's got that. He pressed that button and you froze.
What's up, Spider Girl? Good to see you. So real quick update.
Mighty
I know
girl.
there's quite a few people that are waiting on giveaway books, including Enigma, my good buddy, who is in, I think he is in South America, and so yeah, I just wanted to catch you guys all up, give you updates. I am back now. I'm back. I only have one more week-long trip scheduled for this summer. But in all the rest of the time, I'm going to be packing up books. Paul gave me a fat stack of comics that you guys won over the past month and a half while I was out. So I'm going to be steadily working my way through to get these books out. I'm going to try to get them out as fast as possible. And so yeah, I just wanted you to know that we are still going to do some giveaways. We do have our milestone giveaway, which will be next week. But bear with me. I'm also going to be, I think, in August, and I'm starting to let people know now, in August for the giveaway show, we're going to start doing shipping once a month. Because what's happened a couple times is people have won multiple books, and it ends up costing extra on shipping because they'll get 3 like first class packages instead of 1 priority. And that every penny counts when all this is when we're doing all this just kind of out of our own pockets. We don't have like a sponsor or anything like that pays for the shipping and stuff. So, if you have questions about that stuff, feel free to message me on Instagram. As always, I am seeing your messages, even if I don't get a chance to respond to each and every one of them. I do try to, though. But rest assured, if you have won a book, you will get that book. So don't sweat it. So yeah, and as I shared earlier, when we had some, yep, Spider Girl, that's true. Every penny does count. So the 2 giveaways for tonight. Speaking of Thor #1, the Art Germ variant. Love this cover. All right, I've got this is the trade dress. It is not the Virgin variant. So this is one of our giveaway. This is our first giveaway for the night, and then our second giveaway for the night. It's a 2-book set. It's both covers for Cloaked #1. This is a limited series from Dark Horse Comics. Gritty, grim, really just a really interesting, cool story that I said, I had doubles of, and I said, what, I'm going to go ahead and put this as a giveaway because I want people to get a hold of some cool books and read them. So those are the 2 giveaways for tonight. And then our subject for tonight, Paul and I were talking about this backstage in the green room. Paul, shows versus movies. Do you think that's a pretty cool conversation to have? Pretty good conversation to have right now?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 aspects of movies versus TV shows. I mean, like I said, the movie is crammed 2 hours plus.
Yeah.
So you can't really get a bunch of information in a movie, but as far as like the TV show, you get like 6 episodes or maybe a whole season, so you can explain and go through different parts of the character that the show is based on.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of going to be a big thing. I think, and we're going to talk more about it later. We're going to do our first giveaway. in just a minute here.
Thank you, Spidey girl. She gave me hugs from afar.
That is very sweet of her to do that. But we are going to go ahead and do our first giveaway of the night. I do have a question.
Oh, here we go. See,
I know. Paul hates the quiz questions. Okay, so everybody knows about Thor: Love and Thunder, which is coming up.
Yeah, it comes out Thursday, I believe. I've heard like great reviews on it.
I'm here. Well, Taika Waititi. I mean, he's solid, man. The director, he's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, here's the quiz question coming in 3, 2, 1. All right. So this is because of Thor: Love and Thunder. I decided to go with a quiz question about Natalie Portman's career. Sorry, Paul.
Oh, go ahead.
Natalie Portman's career. What was Natalie Portman's breakout role in which she played a novice child hitwoman? Novice is new or beginner. I know. Paul always my
we'll try it. I just want to apologize to the chat. He just wants y'all to use y'all's brain tonight. I know everybody's off of work, trying to relax, but
like, why is this guy? So what you want to do is just drop your answer in the chat. What film was it? I'm looking for the name of the film, not the name of the character. But bonus points if you can get the name of the character.
All right,
too.
but
the name of the film in which Natalie Portman played a child, played a hit woman. She was a child. She was a child actress in it, and it was her breakout role. So, starting line. Okay. So yeah, so drop an answer to that. Drop an answer to that question in there. I give. Yep. Okay, they got it.
Was it the Hitman?
Yeah. Well, it was It was Leon, the Professional, or the Professional. Yeah.
All right. Y'all put that. That's the answer. So we got 10 people in here. Y'all hit the like button, and there's the answer, everyone.
These
Thank
are
you,
excellent
Michael Lofton.
odds. Excellent odds for everybody. Let me see here.
So you're gonna take Hitman?
It's the Professional. The name of the film was The Professional. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna put Mike Lofton down.
Everybody put The Professional or Leon the Professional.
I'm going to put Jonathan Dotson down.
Everybody's putting Hitman.
I'm going to put Spider-Girl. Let's see who else.
Oh, there goes Jonathan. Jonathan's like, okay, I'll switch it.
Seabass. Okay.
Seabass, put The Professional, buddy. Oh, you never mind. He's putting your name down. Yeah, there's 10 people in here. Let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody just put the answer. So y'all are Johnny 5. There you go.
Oh my gosh. Hey, so wow. Everybody, hey, I want to take a moment to introduce y'all. He is here in the chat. This one guy, Joe Grisafi. This gentleman, Joe Grisafi had a supporting role in this season of Stranger Things.
Wow, really?
Yes, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's been in a ton of movies. He's a good friend of mine. Joe, what's up, man? It's good to see you in here. I'm excited that you found us.
You look like a fanboy, man.
I am. I'm a huge fan of Joe Grisafi. He's
Joe. I'm sorry about that, Joe. Hey, man, keep your composure, man. Keep professional.
I'm trying, but it's shaking me that Joe is.
You trying to scare Joe away?
Our show right now.
You trying to scare Joe away, man?
Trying not to.
I apologize, Joe.
I'm probably going to. What's up? All right, let's see. So I got.
He said his friend Alyssa was in The Professional. Wow.
Yeah. No,
that Joe's
like a legit actor. He's also a casting director. Let's see.
All right, man. Keep professional, man.
I got Joffrey Castro.
Sorry about that, Joe.
Got Spider-Girl. Let's see. Joe Grisafi.
Steven Spock said bacon.
Oh, Steven Spock. All right. Let's see.
The Professional, Steven Spock.
Let's see. Steven Spock. Let's see who else is in here.
Let's see, we got
Bass.
9, so we got
I
2,
got
4.
Seabass. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Johnny Five Live. Yeah.
Yep, Johnny Five's always been here. Oh, and Wayway's won one of the giveaways, man. He ain't here yet.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
was.
that Wayways is finally on the winning the winners
Put
list.
an old. I'll put it in line.
Yeah, go and drop an inline, and we'll do this for just these folks that are here. Hey, this is good. These are pretty good odds. So for those who are just joining us, maybe hadn't seen it before. So this copy of Thor #1, the Art Germ variant, this is going to be this is going to be the first giveaway for the night. This is going to one lucky winner for this first monster race, and then as we go, we will add.
Kate's goodness.
All right, so I'm going to do. Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Wait, 1, and here we go.
How you gonna make my buddy Joe a marshmallow man? That's messed up. I apologize again, Joe.
So somebody had a theory that the robot always wins. I don't think it's
some of the times, but I mean I've seen like the one Jonathan Dotson is win, and then Mike Lofton, of course, that one won, and then some of the dragons win. So it depends, I guess, whatever the computer's feeling like. You see the guys in the back. Here he goes, Steven Spock. I guess you were right. The robot
wins. Steven Spock wins. And all he put in the chat was broken. All right. Okay, so Steven Spock, congratulations. That is
most of the time the robot wins.
Yeah, no, I guess so. So Steven Spock, this is coming to you. Courtesy of us, we'll get this shipped out to you. I think he might have another one. I'm going to go and put it here. So, okay, so tonight's conversation is going to be about movies versus streaming shows. And I know that last in, dirt out. There we go. Okay, so Steven Spock, that's coming your way, buddy. You might have some others that are there. All right. So in about 20 minutes or so, we're going to go ahead and give away the second giveaway of the night. This is both covers for Cloaked #1. This is a limited series from Dark Horse Comics.
They get to choose which cover. Y'all get the
no. They get both. They get both.
What? They get the regular and the variant cover?
Yeah, they get both. They're going to get both. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Russian bots, nastiness. Oh, those Russian bots. Y'all are naughty. Always something dirty to say. All right. So, question on the table is, the subject on the table is shows versus movies. What is, why do certain properties work with one format? Why, for instance, why was Moon Knight as a streaming show? Why did it debut as a streaming show instead of a feature film? Why did why was Shang-Chi a movie instead of a show? So Steven Spock XYZ, Paul attracting those Russians.
Oh, here we go, Mississippi. Right.
So I have a couple of things. So Paul, what are your thoughts on some of the shows?
Comic book report. I mean, so Kevin Feige announced when they started doing the TV shows that they were going to incorporate them with the Marvel movies. So I think that has worked, because if you watched WandaVision, then you've watched Doctor Strange 2, then you see what tied most of them together. They used her as the villain and all that, but yeah, he said he's going to incorporate a lot of so whatever you see on the TV shows will come back into the movies. So I think they're doing a build-up, but I think you do the TV shows to really expand and explore the character that the show is based on. Like Moon Knight, they explored his different alter egos. They explored how he was tied to the Egyptian mythos. So it's all like to me. I think it's just I think they just picked one. They're like, okay, we'll make Shang-Chi a movie. We'll make this one more. We'll explore more of their backstory and all that. But yeah, I think Marvel's doing really good tying them all together. Because whatever you see with if you're seeing right now, Miss Marvel is going to tie into the Marvels movie, and also I think Black Panther 2 is going to open Ironheart, and she's going to they already talked about already was it already started viewing they started production on her TV show, so that will launch from that into her TV show.
Hmm.
Where's Mr. Jackal now that Paul's here? Mr. Jackal's busy, Spidey Girl. I don't know where he's at.
He was in a
So Steven Spock
clandestine.
said Blade versus Moon Knight. That kind of makes sense. I think Moon Knight's gonna be part of that horror type when they go to introducing Blade, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. Who else? The Midnight Suns. That would be pretty cool, I believe.
So I've been jotting down some notes and some thoughts about it because I've
Classic.
and wanted to know why certain properties, and I think so, like with the shows there's pros and cons, right? The pros are that you have, like, and we talked about this in the green room, Paul, the with the shows you have more time to explore the character and you have more story that you can fit into the time slot.
Right.
What's up? Let's see. Classic Vigil, good to see you. And then there was one other,
Oh, thank you, Spidey Girl.
Comic Book Report. Good to see you back, buddy. So those were pros with like well, and then the other one was that so there's actually less risk, and a lot of these are like financial and kind of dipping into the business side of film and TV. There's less risk for Disney as the parent company for a season, like for a 6-part season of a show financially than there is than it is when it goes into feature film, because a feature film they have to support it with more than 50% of the production budget. They have to spend more than 50% of that on top of the production budget just to market it, because you have to put a lot more out. They lose a lot more of the money that they're getting, and then another big thing is that with the shows, Disney needs content to get people to subscribe to the Disney Plus, and that, I think that's really, honestly, I think that's a big part of it, is that financially for them, it makes sense to put the money onto this thing to get people to subscribe month to month. That's why they spread the shows out, week to week, and they always have a new show premiering, because they don't want somebody to just join for 1 month, binge watch all the shows, and then cancel their subscription. They want to keep people tied into it, spending their money. And so those are like the pros of doing a show. The cons, which is the downside to it, is that they are lower budgeted. Like, I know people have, like, Paul, do you remember when y'all had the discussion about the CGI on She-Hulk?
Well, that's always been like that's the same thing with that's just people actually that care about the shows, or because they said the same thing about Gore the God Butcher. A lot of people didn't like when they saw him. So people. What's cool about Marvel is that I guess they hear it and they change it. Same thing with like Sonic. When Sonic had the trailer, a lot of people were clowning on Sonic and they changed it. So I don't think it really matters. Like, I think it's just like comic collectors, like, oh, that's not what you see. Or some people got upset because Miss Marvel's not really using her inhuman powers. Now she's using these bands, right?
Yeah.
So they changed that, and some people don't like it. But from what I've heard, like, some of the shows are good. Like Obi-Wan, everybody's telling me Obi-Wan's a great show, even though like now I found out he's a robot because there's no way he could have survived all the rocks falling on him. I don't know what's so
Don't do
funny.
spoilers. Don't do
I'm not.
spoilers.
I'm just saying, man. I'm like, I talk to people. We dissect these things, man. But anyway, so, but what I'm trying to say is like some people love the shows. Like a lot of people have said some bad reviews. I've been seeing bad reviews about Miss Marvel. But if you talk to people that have like daughters or family, they sit there and the kids love the show. So you can't
Yeah.
just go off of critics are saying. And what was the second Thor movie? Dark Realm, Dark
yeah. Dark World.
Dark World.
Thor the
A lot of
Dark
people
World.
did. A lot of people didn't like that one in Iron Man 3. Those are the two movies that I've heard people say they don't like. So
Yeah.
I mean, even if you make a movie, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a good movie.
That it's going to be received well.
And a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people do have Disney Plus, but I've heard talk to people that said that they'll wait for all the episodes and then they'll watch them all because they just don't like. But then you have the people that want to know right then and there, this came out, so let me see what I did. Any Easter eggs? Watch it over again, because even if you watch a movie once or a show once, you got to watch it again so you can catch more stuff that you may have missed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I go see like movies at least twice. If I really like a movie, I go see it 3 times because it's like you know all this stuff, but then you can actually look and see, oh shit, I missed that, or oh shit, I missed this. It's always good having conversations with people too, because they see something differently than what I've seen. Like all the time in the chat here, people say stuff that I was like, oh man, I didn't think of that, and then go back and actually, oh okay, now I see what they're talking about.
Yeah. So are there any of the are there any of the streaming shows that you would have rather seen as a film?
You talking about like like
out of like Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Are there any of those that you would have rather seen them do it as a feature film instead of as a show?
I probably would have liked to have seen maybe Moon Knight as a movie, and probably bring in like bigger A-list characters in there. I think he could have got it. I think he could have held it. Stop sleeping at the theater. Hey, Steel Spire. I mean, I'm sleeping there, but that's why I come to you for information, man.
Yeah, Jonathan Dodson, I agree. The Mandarin was handled poorly in Iron Man.
Yeah, they had the Mandarin as that one guy. Yeah, and I think he even showed up in the.
he was in
Shang-Chi
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he was the one helping them get to that.
I loved how the Mandarin was handled in Shang-Chi. I thought that was a fantastic way to kind of, retcon that character and make him more culturally relevant today. And make
his daughter took over his group.
The daughter took over the end. So I was thinking about that same thing. I think out of all the streaming shows, the one that I think there's no way it could have been a film, I think it worked really well as a TV show, was WandaVision. Yeah, because of the different types of sitcoms that she created. I think it worked really, really well as a no, I don't.
Howard Stern to play. Oh, hold on. So Johnny Five gave us some insight in Howard Stern to play Doom.
Howard Stern mentioned it. It's not that Howard Stern is going to play Dr. Doom. There's no way they cast.
Thank you, Johnny Five Alive, man. That's what I love, you guys, man. Y'all give us the information. But I mean, like when you hear the interviews of like WandaVision, for example, she was like, they could really go and explore, and she wanted to do those sitcom things, and you wouldn't have got that in a movie. I mean,
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Just all the different shows, you wouldn't have got all the different angles, and then them coming in from the outside. Oh yeah, Johnny Five, he's too old. But I don't know. I mean, I think Moon Knight would have been a great movie. I think they could have done him with some A-list characters and a nice bad villain, and just I don't know. A lot of people said that they didn't really do him justice in the TV shows.
I felt like Moon Knight. I think what happened with Moon Knight was that instead of playing up the adventure, instead of playing up the adventure angle, I think essentially it was a superhero character study of somebody struggling with of somebody who, due to past trauma, was what had was suffering from multiple personality. Like it
Yeah.
was like the superhero version of a traumatized person with multiple personality disorder. And I thought it was really creative and unique and cool the way they did that. And then they tied in the Egyptian mythology. But I do think that, like, and this is a personal preference thing. I appreciate what they did, but the version of Moon Knight that I grew up with was the adventurer Moon Knight, and then it turned into the Fist of Khonshu. So I while I appreciate what they did, I would have preferred the one I grew up with, but at the same time, I'm not I'm not like I'm not upset, or I don't feel like I got gypped, because I think that they cast a really solid actor as the villain. It was a decent story, and I know that I'm going to get to see more of him later. So that's why I was satisfied with the Moon Knight one. It wasn't like the ideal that I would have liked to have seen, but it was strong enough that I felt like, okay. And I mean, Oscar Isaac, now he's good in any film or TV show that he's in right now. Yeah, no, I classic visual. I'm right there with you. I wanted to see, like, that's more of what I was hoping for. Like in the teaser, when it showed him beating up that monster, I thought, okay, cool. He's gonna, and with Werewolf by Night coming out and Halloween at Halloween time, I thought, okay, maybe they're gonna
Uh-oh.
animated and passionate
Oh, there he came
talking
back.
about stuff. But I felt like I was hoping that it was going to lead into Werewolf by Night, and I'm still hoping that Moon Knight is going to face off with Werewolf by Night when we get him. I don't know, I don't know if they will end up doing that, but I yeah, that's kind of a big thing for me. The one streaming show though that I felt like could have been a movie though was Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, you
I
think
felt like,
they could have made a movie?
yeah, I
Well,
feel
they
like,
did announce after that for second season
yeah,
instead of
for
the second season.
Captain America 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, I think out of all of them, I felt like Loki was the strongest, and then I feel like
Yeah, I done forgot about Loki. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about it too. Like I didn't have it on my list here. No, and then Mrs. Marvel, I'm actually really enjoying for what it is.
Hmm.
It's very like, it reminds me of the first um, or the first MCU Spider-Man Homecoming, kind of with like the animated and the real high energy and kind of a teenage feel. I just thought it was a really cool, I think it's a really cool, solid series. And I'd heard about production problems they were having with it, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. I think they've been able to fit, if there were any problems, they've been able to fix them. And I've enjoyed it. I think I'm only on episode 2 maybe right now. I need to catch up, but there's a lot of shows going on right now. So I will say this, like, non-Disney, The Boys, hands down, one of the best TV shows. It's just an incredibly, like, the content is just completely bonkers and so over the top, violent, and everything going on in it. But in terms of the writing and the acting, it is just top notch. They've done an excellent job with that one. So really impressed with it.
So Steven Spock gave us this update. He says Michael Keaton as Doctor Doom. Thank you, Steven Spock. You heard it first here on the giveaway show.
I don't think no, I don't see that, because he's already the Vulture.
Starscream.
Yeah. What's up,
Yeah, so
Starscream? Good to see you.
yeah, y'all heard that first. Michael Keaton as Doctor Doom.
I don't see that happening. I really don't. I have a hard time seeing that happen. I'm not telling you that, I'm not
Yeah, you see that
dogging Steven Spock, but I have a really hard time believing that that's what's going to end up
You see
happening.
that Steven Spock, man? You gave us inside information. Look what he did with it, man. But thank you, Steven
Uh,
Spock.
you're, oh.
I just want to thank everybody who signed the petition to bring me back, even though I was fired. I'd appreciate y'all.
Well, FYI, so for those who are in the chat watching, help let us. FYI, Paul is on a probationary period right now. He's on a 90-day probationary period. So if he starts acting up and wilding out, I don't know. He might end up back in the chat. So all right.
Wow.
So
Man.
okay. So of some of the recent Marvel movies, real quick, Paul, of some of the recent Marvel movies, are there any that you would have rather seen as a TV show?
Any recent Marvel movies?
Yeah, like Doctor Strange 2, Shang-Chi, The Eternals.
I think the Eternals could have been a movie. I mean, a TV show. I mean, what I've heard, people didn't really gravitate towards the movie as much.
Have you watched it?
I have watched it, yeah.
I wasn't a big. I just didn't respond to. I felt like there was too many characters, and I wasn't really emotionally invested in any of them.
It's
Like
Lady
Guardians of
Web.
the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, they did a really good. James Gunn did a really good job of getting me invested in characters I'd never heard of. But Eternals, I went in wanting to like that movie because I liked all the actors, but it was just so slow, and I think, yeah, classic visual. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I
See,
could
it's
see it.
like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I could have seen it benefiting as a show, but I also kind of feel like the director was not the best choice for a big epic superhero movie, because I think she was kind of like, she didn't want to make a superhero movie. She wanted to make her version of a Marvel movie, which is what she did. So it's good for what it is, but it's just, I don't know. It just it didn't check all the boxes for me. I love Shang-Chi. And then I'm watching my way through Doctor Strange 2, so I don't know if I like the whole movie yet, but I'm
Yeah,
enjoying it.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The two movies were the Eternals. I just watched the end when Star Fox came on, and I watched Morbius only to watch the ending when Michael Keaton the Vulture came out. I thought that was the coolest thing. Like
Did
I
you did
think
you
they
like did you like the line "It's Morbin time"?
no, or the line he said I'm Venom, blah, and laughed. I was like, no, that's just no, dude. You just I think if the Vulture would have came out, utilized him more, or even used Venom, or they were talking about him. I'm like, just to have him cameo or do something, and
Yeah,
but to have them have him at the end say we need to team up. I'm here because of
yeah,
the what happened with the multiverse. I thought that was pretty cool. That's the only thing I liked about it. Everything else I just didn't care for.
yeah. Hey, so a couple of points in the chat. I just want to put it up. Classic Vigil. That's pretty funny. But I feel bad for DC. Well, no, DC hasn't bombed all their movies yet. We'll have to make that a subject for later, for a different
Yeah, I
episode.
think if they put James Gunn as like what Kevin Feige is, let him be the head of DC, because a lot of people like the second Suicide Squad. I
Hey,
mean, a
no,
lot of
and I
people
will.
like the Peacemaker show.
No, okay, and I will say this: the Peacemaker, right, or the Peacemaker show. I remember thinking to myself, why in the world are they doing this? Everybody hates him because he killed Rick Flag. But then I watched the show. I love that show. Fantastic. It's that combo of Peacemaker Out of Bayou and Vigilante, and
Yeah,
then the
vigilant.
rest of
A
those
lot of
support team.
people, like me,
Dude,
and a lot of people were like vigilante. Now it's not, and people would just gravitate. Even the hawk, or was it the hawk that
no,
he
no,
had?
yeah, Eagly, dude.
Eagly.
Eagly
There you go. Yeah.
was just a breakout star. That show that shows the value of James Gunn. Yeah, I Starscream. I'm right there
Yeah.
with you.
So,
I love Eagly and Classic Vigil. Yeah, I thought Peacemaker was
but James Gunn's been like that. He had Rocket Raccoon, Groot,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy when that came out. I was like kind of iffy on that, but it worked. And then the same thing with the Suicide Squad. It worked. The just to kill one of have the first team as like the distraction team, and then
yeah.
the main team. I thought that was cool as hell. I was like, damn, you just sacrificing these people, and they think
So
their team. Yeah, see, he said, Classic said, I like the second Suicide Squad. I agree with that. I really liked it. I went in there just like, oh, this movie's gonna suck, and then don't really go.
yeah. So
Like
Comic
it
Book
more.
Report said that everybody told him Eternals was garbage, so he ended up liking it. So the bar was set low. I'd heard the same kind of stuff. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I just didn't. It just didn't check all the boxes for me, if that makes sense. What's up, for Pete Sake? It's good to see you here. Yeah, Sony has the rights to all Spider-Man villains. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, and the second Suicide Squad was by James Gunn, as well as the Peacemaker
Right,
show. And
right.
there's going to even be an Amanda Waller show, from what I'm hearing. They're going to
Yeah,
spin
branch
that
off.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're going to they're going to do a second season of Peacemaker. So, yeah, Peacemaker. Here's the thing. I think that was the success for Peacemaker. It wasn't just James Gunn. I don't think there'd ever been a role that John Cena played that showed his true range as an actor. After I watched the whole Peacemaker show, I was sold on him as an actor. And
Well,
I know he's a pro I know he was a pro wrestler. I know he looks kind of funny and blocky, and he's always kind of like played certain types of characters, but after watching him in the lead role for that show and seeing him do comedy, heavy drama and emotion, um, deadpan, straight up action hero, after seeing him do that whole thing, I was like, man, he's got range. This dude's got range that I didn't expect to see. And so I think that's what,
if you notice with John Cena, he did what the actor for the Joker, the second movie.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of his
Joaquin
name.
Phoenix.
No, I'm talking about the other one. I'm talking about he was like a comedian, and then he got the role for the Joker, and people were like, "We really him? He's not a really feeling this. He's not
Wait,
fit for that role."
wait, do you mean,
Dark Knight
oh, yeah,
Returns. I mean,
Heath Ledger.
yeah, Heath Ledger. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Heath Ledger was just,
if you always see John Cena, he's always in that costume. He even did interviews with the costume, and the people were cast was looking at him like, "What? He's still doing it?" And that's what Heath Ledger did. He was every actor you interview, he's always in the Joker costume, and he
yeah,
was always like joking with the people or doing funny things. And I think that's what he John Cena embraced that Peacemaker character. I think that's why it works. He
yeah,
was always in
yeah.
it, acting goofy. He was like he just owned that role. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
no, you nailed it, Paul. That he owned that role. Like, it's one of those situations where nobody else is ever going to be able to play that character. I mean, they wouldn't. But I mean, the casting, all like the Adebayo, the daughter of Amanda Waller, that was an excellent casting. I wasn't familiar with that actress before this, but I was like, man, she's fantastic. And then Freddie Stroma, I think Stroma is his name, the one who played Vigilante. That
Mm,
guy just knocked, and he wasn't even the original actor. That role got recast
mm,
before the movie, or before the show premiered. So he wasn't even the original actor. The first one, they had to replace him. I can't remember what was going on, but they had to replace him. But I can't imagine anybody, and nobody even cared about Vigilante before the show.
Nope.
But then, I mean, he just made him work.
Mr. Collector.
Cena has the perfect dumb face for that role.
For that role.
He's perfect for that character. The way they created the character, he's perfect. And yeah, that intro dance was brilliant. Like the intro sequence, brilliant. So, hey, what's up, Mr. Collector? Good to see you. Glad that you're here with us. Hey, so you know what? It is time for our second giveaway of the night. Let's go ahead and just, Paul, we will not do a quiz question this time.
Oh, you're not gonna mess up the
I'm not
minds
going to
of
make
our.
everybody's brains hurt. All right,
You're not gonna
As
hurt their
you always
brains tonight,
complain
huh?
about it. All right, so you're just going to type in after the starting line. These are the books that you're up for. Cloaked.
So you get to pick one of these books.
It's both covers. You will get
What?
both covers. This is for both. You get each of them. This is a gritty 4-part limited series from Dark Horse Comics. Cloaked. It's the A and B cover. So okay, he dropped a Judo Master was another one. It was fantastic. That was a great character. I mean, I thought the casting was so on point for that show that it wasn't even fair. How good it was. Okay, so let's see. Mike Lofton. Let me go ahead and let me get these.
So y'all get to pick one of those two books.
Stop saying that to him. He's telling y'all that, and he's not being truthful.
Oh, here comes everybody. I just want to thank everybody that signed the petition to bring me back. I know y'all weren't. I heard there was rioting. There was.
Man, look at this. Word got out that we were doing the giveaway, and so everybody jumped in.
That's right. There we go.
Right. John,
we got
Mike
21
Lofton.
in here.
What do we got? Johnny 5. Okay, Johnny.
How about the Mandalorian?
Oh, that's the Mandalorian is masterful.
You know, and Boba Fett was Mandalorian season 2 1.5 or something.
Yeah. True. That's
Boba
true.
Fett was Mandalorian 1.5 or something. 2.5 or something.
Oh my!
So I just want to thank everybody that's in here for signing the petition and getting me back on the show. I knew everybody loved me.
You need to quit telling them that
I knew everybody loved me, but I'm back, everybody. I am here.
5 Spider Girl, 4 Pete Sake.
Oh, Spider Girl called me a bum.
Individual Seabass.
Hector says Hero-gasm. What do you think about that one?
I haven't watched that episode yet, but I've heard that it is like all the way out there. So I don't know.
You just got to brace for shock, huh?
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, though, I have to draw the line on some of the content.
You got to brace for shock.
Because I don't know.
I think that was a Vertigo book, so that was an adult themed book in the beginning.
I thought The Boys was Dynamite.
I think Dynamite after. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. See, here's the thing. I never read the comic book, and the show is so excellent that I'm just not going to read the comic book.
Yeah, they say the comic's more graphic.
Yeah, I'm good with the show. But I'll say this. In my mind, Anthony Starr is a rock star. Anthony Starr is a rock star. The guy is pitch perfect in that role.
It was Wildstorm.
Oh, okay, so that's a DC imprint.
So that was the original. Then it went to Dynamite.
Where's
Dynamite? Here's Dynamite. Then it went to Dynamite because it asked like they took some stuff from this run too. But yeah.
Orgasm. Welcome to Paul Loves Purple Labels. Okay. Well, yeah, Hector. I think because they're on streaming, they can get away with a lot more. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's adult.
I've got. Let's take a look at this. I've got. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Let's look
All
at
right,
this.
let me put the inline down.
Yeah. Okay. So that's who I've got on here. I think I got everybody, but I'm going to check it again one more time. Okay. So Mr. Collector, Steven Spock, Comic Book Report, Andrew Kai, Jonathan. Oh, Miss Jonathan Dotson. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Jonathan. I'm sorry.
Jonathan.
I'm getting him. Okay.
I wouldn't have missed you, Jonathan.
Jonathan. Jonathan Dotson. Oh, Joshy Crap. I missed a few people here. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Joshy Crap. I did.
I wouldn't have done that.
You probably wouldn't have. You know whatever the magic trick is for not missing people on this the way I'm doing it. Okay, Hector. Look, I missed Hector too. All right. Okay, so Hector, Andrew Kai. Let's see, Andrew Kai there. Daniel Castro, Joffrey Castro, Seabass, Classic Vigil, 4-Pete Sake, Spider Girl, Johnny 5, Mike Lofton. Okay. All right, I think I got everybody. Let me see who we got here. Okay, that's the end line. All right. Looks like we got everybody. 15 entries. Let's go ahead and set this. All right. Going to shuffle 3, 2, 1, and
good luck, everybody.
Here we go. So
thank you, Jonathan.
The winner will get both covers for Cloaked number 1.
If I was y'all, I'd pick the blue one.
You need to stop telling them that. You're going to confuse them. All right. As always, hey, make sure you got a couple weeks to claim your winnings. To date, I've had only one person who did not claim a free giveaway, and I never did hear from him. So that book has gone back into the stack. It'll be given away next week for the 850 subscriber.
There goes Hector. Damn, Hector.
And Hector, what in the world?
Take the blue one, Hector. The blue one, buddy. He takes the blue one.
Stop. All right.
Fat boy can run. He's out of breath.
Seriously. Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to grab the books.
So congratulations, Hector. Glad that you got that one. Glad that you were hanging out with us tonight. And hey, thanks to everybody else who's been hanging out with us. It's been so good to see you guys. I think let's do a real quick Survey Says. Survey Says is a new segment that we're doing on the giveaway show from time to time. This is when we are going to show some of the poll results over in the community tab of the channel. So in case you haven't kept up with it, we've got a couple of different, so here we go. I've got, 20, let's see. So thank you. Thank you for, I was out on sabbatical for a few weeks and am glad to be back here. Okay, so check it out. So Survey Says, this is a quick segment at the end of the night. We're not gonna go much past the hour because I do try to keep it to just 1 hour. So it takes gives everybody an hour of fun, and then we call it a night, and everybody can move on with their night. So Survey Says, this is under the community tab on the Carl's Collects Comics YouTube channel. Here now, this is where it is, right? It's under the community tab. And here's where we got, I'm putting together my next how-to video series. Which of the following subjects is most interesting to you as a regular viewer of the channel? The winner, by far right now at 45% is how to submit comics for grading. Second place was how to buy and process comics in bulk, followed by how to sell comics online. Last place, how to buy comics online, and nobody voted for how to prepare for a comic convention. That's with 20 votes. If you haven't voted, make sure and go over there and vote. Have you ever been to an out-of-town comic convention? 47 people voted. 64% said yes. 36% said no. What is your currently favorite streaming fandom show? The winner by far is Obi-Wan Kenobi with 42 votes. Obi-Wan Kenobi at 38%. The Boys Season 3 at 31%. Stranger Things 4 Part 1 at 19%. And Miss Marvel at 12%. All right. My son also reads comics, though he prefers non-superhero indie books. Which of his favorite comics have you enjoyed the most, if you've read them? Tokyo Ghost slammed everything else. A distant second was We Live, but we only had 11 votes. So if you've read any of those, make sure and go vote for them on the community. Like I said, on the community tab, last one. All right. Fan Expo Dallas starts in just 1 hour. What information do you most want to see Carlos report on from this year's premier Texas Comic Convention? The winner, comic shopping at a convention, followed by creator autograph pricing. We did cover that in one of the follow-up episodes. You can go to the playlist for convention coverage, and you can watch our coverage of Fan Expo Dallas. Last one we're going to look at. In case you haven't heard by now, Daredevil is being brought back for a streaming revival on Disney+. What was your favorite Marvel TV production that originally aired on Netflix? Daredevil, with 45 votes. Daredevil is at 53%. Punisher is at 38%. Jessica Jones and Iron Fist are at 4% each. And Luke Cage is at 0%. So that was cool to share that with you guys. Like I said, this is the segment Survey Says. So new polls and new content goes live on the community channel, or on the community tab for this YouTube channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. In addition to the regular shows that we have on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Make sure you go and vote in those polls. They're always fun. There's always something interesting. You can drop a comment. We have little discussions in there sometimes. It's always a lot of fun. Paul, where was the choice for a video of correct spine slides by Paul Comics? We're still in negotiations with his agent to get him to demonstrate the perfect spine slide.
Yeah.
I'm told it's a beautiful thing, but I have yet to see it. Paul, Paul, do you want to give us a final thought and shout out?
All right. Check out me on Power Auction tomorrow. And I just want to thank everybody who showed up. Great show tonight. Great feedback from the chat as always. And thank y'all for signing the petition to bring me back. Once they've heard that I got fired, they went into getting me back mode. I appreciate that.
Fandom revolt.
And everybody just was like Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan, the rocks fell on him, so we all know that he was a robot now, so he's a clone. So just thank y'all, and check us back at Wednesday again. We'll be back for another giveaway show, and thank y'all for always supporting us. Appreciate it. Always.
Awesome. All right, guys. Hey, you heard it from him. Thanks again for watching. We can't do this show without you. We're very appreciative of it, and always excited when you guys are able to. The master at work right here. All right. So, hey, it's been good to hang out with y'all tonight. Glad to be back, and looking forward to seeing y'all again this weekend, and then into Monday and Wednesday of next week. This is Carlos Collects Comics with Paul Comics for the giveaway show, episode number 28. It's been a great night. We'll see you next time.